Today I'm going to be dishing out my top 5 lentil recipes that I think you simply need to have in your life if you want to eat food that is nutritious, delicious, and packed with fiber and protein. If you guys love recipes that are high protein, plant-based, gluten-free, and always delicious, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button below. It's free. And with that being said, let's get right into the countdown, starting with recipe number 5. It's my smoky lentil casserole. And this one, you guys, it was so good that I had to make a recipe video for you guys. It is literally the epitome of a dump and bake casserole. Everything plops into a dish, you give it a stir, you throw it in the oven, you go and you live your life. It's got a huge plant diversity in it, so AKA packed with veggies, which is good for your gut. It'll make you feel good, it tastes so good, it's got a delicious smoky spice to it. Oh, you guys have to make this. Mince up your onion and your 4 cloves of garlic, as well as some celery. We're also going to be cubing up a pound of mini yellow potatoes and a sweet potato, just a small one. Beauty. We're gonna add all of those chopped veggies right into the dish. We also have half a cup of frozen green peas, our TVP, which I've already rehydrated, some brown lentils. These could also be French green lentils if that's what you have. Just rinse them and then dump them. A whole 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes, and a vast cornucopia of spices. We've got cumin, oregano, smoked paprika, salt and pepper, and some red chili flakes. And then lastly, we have the pièce de résistance. We have some chili peppers in adobo. If you've never heard of them, they come in like a little jar. They are very smoky, not too spicy. They definitely have a kick to them, but if you're sensitive to heat, maybe just use 1. I think I'm gonna use 2 because I like a little bit of kick. Take a couple peppers out. We're just gonna mince them up real quick, toss them in. And we're gonna pour over 2 3/4 cups of veggie broth. And now what do? What we always do, give it a good mixy. We're just gonna cover it with some foil and then pop her in a 375 Fahrenheit oven and let her bake for about an hour and a half or so. When the squash is tender and the lentils are cooked and pretty much just al dente, things are ready to go. But if you feel like getting cheesy, now would be a great time to sprinkle on 1 to 2 cups of plant-based cheese shreds on top. I'm gonna sprinkle about 1 to 2 cups worth of cheese on top, pop it back in the oven for about 10 minutes just to let the cheese get all nice and melty, and then we'll be ready to demolish this thing. Look at that. Still sizzling, oh my gosh. Top it off with a little bit of fresh cilantro. We are sliding into recipe number 4 of our countdown. It is mujadara. Ooh, you guys, if you like Lebanese food, this one is for you. It is hearty enough to be a whole meal in and of itself, but it's also a great little side dish. It's basically a 1-pot lentils and rice dish, and it can be paired up with so many other delicious recipes. This one has smokiness from cumin seeds. It's got plump little raisins in it. And if you love caramelized onions, oh, just you wait until you see this recipe. This is 2 tablespoons of cumin seeds. Now we can go right ahead and add in our sliced onions and a generous pinch of kosher salt. So good. Let's get this remaining onion sauteing in the pan. Now we can add our garlic cloves that we minced up, 4 cloves of garlic. We've got cinnamon, ginger, allspice, coriander, and cumin. We just want to toast the spices for like 1 minute. Now you can go ahead and add your 1.5 cups of rinsed brown or green lentils, a couple bay leaves just for, flavor. Then we're gonna add in some water and let the lentils cook for about 12 minutes. Now we can just go ahead and add our 1 cup of rinsed basmati rice and a cup of dark raisins. We're gonna let this cook for another 15 minutes or so until the rice cooks up and it's nice and fluffy. Very luscious. Okay. Oh wow. Now, since the theme of today's video is all about legumes and eating more fiber, I want to tell you guys about my friends over at WellBean. If you guys haven't seen me talk about them before, they make delicious bean-based treats like these Muggins, aka mug muffins. They've got 10 grams of fiber per muggin, and they have half a serving of beans in each one. They are so tasty. They only take 90 seconds to whip up, and you will love them. Check out their bean bars and other delicious bean-based treats. I've got a 15% off discount for you guys below in the description box. Don't forget to check out WellBean. And let's move on to our next recipe in this countdown, which is my Moroccan lentil salad. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't eat salads enough. I guess I just don't crave them. I'm not a salad person, but you guys, this recipe will make you into a salad person. It's made me into a salad person. It is delicious. There's so much going on, but it's so simple to make. We've got lots of different veggies. We've got tons of different flavor elements like fresh mint, sweet dates, rich spices. It's a banger and you guys need to try it. Okay, this Moroccan-inspired lentil and cauliflower salad is no joke, you guys. It is so good. I'll show you how to make your own super simple Moroccan spice blend, a really delicious and easy salad dressing that you'll make all the time. So let's get started with our spice blend. We're gonna add to a jar some coconut sugar, a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a quarter teaspoon of ground cloves, a quarter teaspoon of ground ginger, a quarter teaspoon of turmeric, a quarter teaspoon of salt, a quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and a little bit of black pepper. Put a lid on that jar and give it a little shake, shake, shake. And heck, you could double, triple, or even quadruple this spice blend if you want to use it in future recipes. You're welcome. Now we're going to prepare our cauliflower. So take 1 large head of cauliflower. We're going to cut it into smaller florets, as you see here. And then we're going to add about half a tablespoon of whatever neutral tasting oil you like. Then we're going to take 1 tablespoon of that spice blend and we're going to toss it with the cauliflower and the oil. Give it a really good toss until it's thoroughly combined. We're just going to transfer that to a lined baking sheet and we're going to roast it in the oven for a little while until it's nice and golden and delicious. Now let's make this totally delicious Moroccan dressing. So to a little bowl or a jar, we're going to add a couple cloves of garlic. You can mince it or you can use a garlic press, which is what I chose to do here because I just felt like it. Okay. Then for a little element of creaminess, we're going to add a quarter cup of tahini, which is just so good. For a little bit of sweetness, we're going to add a couple tablespoons of maple syrup. You could also use date syrup or agave syrup if you like. And then for all the flavor, we're going to add another tablespoon of that delicious Moroccan spice blend right into the jar. And then for a little bit more acidity, we're going to take the juice of about 1.5 lemons or so until you get about a quarter cup of lemon juice. Seal the lid on the jar and then once again give it all a good shake, shake, shake until your dressing comes out looking something like this. The spice infuses its color into the dressing and it's so beautiful. Plus it is so delicious. I could literally drink it. Moving on to the vegetables, we're going to prepare our kale. So we're going to remove the leafy greens from our stalks of kale and we're just going to chop them kind of medium-sized-ish, not too small, not too large, just kind of right in the middle so they're nice and bite-sized. And we're going to do the exact same with some mint leaves. I'm using 1 store-bought bunch of mint. I find rolling up my mint into kind of like a little roll or a little ball and then slicing it. This I believe is also called chiffonade. Do that. It just works well for the salad. Next, we're going to chop up a couple bell peppers and we're going to grate 1 large carrot. If you're using a box grater, use the largest whole side. And then we're going to also dice up about a half a cup of medjool dates. It's about 3 or 4 large dates. And then to the bowl of all those ingredients we just prepared, we're going to add our cooked lentils and half a cup of chopped cashews. I like to toast mine because it releases so much amazing flavor from the cashews. And by this time, our cauliflower has finished roasting. I like to let it cool a bit so that it's not super warm by the time I add it into the salad. Then we're just going to add the cauliflower to the rest of the ingredients. We're going to pour over that delicious Moroccan sauce and then we're just going to give it all a really, really good toss until everything is well combined in that sauce and it's going to look something like this. It's such a beautiful sunshiny salad. It's so bright, it's so tangy, so flavorful. It has so many delicious textures. We've got crunch from the cashews, we've got delicious cauliflower, crisp bell peppers. We've got so much flavor and heat and tang from the sauce. Brad and I gobbled up this entire bowl of salad in like a day. Okay, we've reached that part of the video where I'm supposed to remind you guys to subscribe to my channel below, which is free, by the way. Subscribing gives you free recipes and helps me build up my channel, all at no cost to you, and helps me get seen by more wonderful people like you. So if you love high protein, plant-based deliciousness, subscribe. Maybe like this video while you're at it. And let's continue on with recipe number 2, which is none other than lentil bolognese. Oh, you guys, I have been making this a lot lately and it's one of my favorite lentil-y recipes to meal prep. It is so hearty, so rich, remarkably meaty, and it's so comforting. You can make it in a slow cooker, you can make it on the stovetop. It's packed with veggies, packed with fiber, and packed with deliciousness. Do yourself a favor and make it, because it's got a lot of flavor. I've got a whole chopped red onion, 4 chopped celery stalks, a couple minced carrots, and 4 glorious cloves of garlic. And we're just gonna saute everything down for about 5 minutes or so. Don't forget to season as you go with a hefty few grinds of pepper and a pinch of salt. We're gonna be using chopped walnuts and lots of finely minced mushrooms. You can go ahead and add those in now. We're gonna add in about 1/4 cup of some tomato paste just for a bit of added richness and flavor, and some dried herbs like basil, oregano, and thyme. Next, we're gonna deglaze the pan with a little bit of red wine vinegar, probably about 3 tablespoons or so. And then we're gonna add in our 2 cups of cooked lentils, a whole 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes, a couple tablespoons of nutritional yeast, a little more pepper, a little more salt. That was easy. Toss that bolognese sauce with some cooked spaghetti noodles, top it off with a little bit more sauce, fresh parsley for the win. You guys need to make this recipe. Oh my gosh, it is so much flavor. All right guys, that escalated quickly. We're already at number 1 of this countdown. Whew. Don't know if you're ready for it. Okay, you are ready. You're here, so you're ready. It's my lasagna soup, you guys, and it is number 1 for a reason. It's because I make it literally all the time, and it takes only 30 minutes or less to make. 6 ingredients, seriously, that's it, only 6 ingredients. You can make it on the stovetop. You can make it in the Instant Pot. It makes a ton of food. It can be easily doubled or tripled if you're feeding a huge crowd. It's tasty. It's literally like eating lasagna in soup form. You will love it. I love it. Everyone loves it. Enjoy. Now, when it comes to veggie prep, there's really only 2 things you gotta chop up. A little onion and 4 honky cloves of garlic. That's literally it. That's the only chopping you have to do today. And then since I'm just gonna water saute, I'm just gonna add a little splash of hot water into the pot. And then once that water starts to get a little bit steamy, you can add in your onion and garlic. So next, we're going to add in some seasonings. I've got a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, and a teaspoon of salt here, plus a couple bay leaves just for good luck. 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. I'm also gonna add a whole jar of marinara. This is one of my favorite brands that I get from Costco, Rao's. I'm gonna add in 6 cups of hot water that I just boiled. And then you can go ahead and add in that 1.5 cups of rinsed red lentils and give it all a little stir. Now the last step is to add in our lasagna noodles. And you're just gonna drop them directly into the soup. Then we're gonna put it onto manual pressure cook. You can set it to high pressure, and we're gonna only cook it for a total of 5 minutes. Big slurpy lasagna noodles. This is incredible. Well friends, if this video did you a solid, do me a solid right back and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and if you like compilation style videos like this one, I've got a few more that I've posted on the channel recently, right yonder and yonder. Some tofu recipes, some of my favorite breakfasts. I've got even more compilation videos. I'll link the playlist below for you. Thanks again for tuning in. I love you, and I'll see ya in another video real soon. Ta-ta!